Needle latch stop. There are 3 needle latch stop on the machine. It detects latch problem of the needle and an error message is displayed on machine screen. Needle butt stop. Whenever the butt of the needle is broken, needle butt stop detects it and an error message is displayed on the screen. Dial head. It is a very important part of the machine. It contains many other parts on it, such as elastic trap, clean knife, suction hood, suction pipe, cutter, etc., and inside dial jacks. Its function is to provide thread to cutter for trimming and formation of folding at welt. Dial circulates only when tie-down knitting is required. Its speed normally matches with the speed of the cylinder. Dial has its own motor, which can be used to perform different mechanical operations. Inside dial needles, transfer jacks, are adjusted in such a way that needles come out of its position at the time of folding and thus help in formation of tie-down. If any dial needles or transfer jacks are missing, then tie-down stitches missing problem is observed. Sometimes operation is completed, but needle or needles remain disclosed. So when terry or any other part of socks is being knitted, dial needle catches thread, thus causing a dial jack or touch problem. Dial or transfer jacks. Dial jacks are placed inside the dial head. The very first part of the socks, that is, welt, is knitted by dial jacks. They are also called transfer jacks because these transfer welt to needle after welt folding and completion. Elastic motor, to feed elastic. Cylinder. The main body of the knitting machine in which socks is knitted is cylinder. It is like a big pipe with both ends open. At its lower part there are pattern jacks. Above the pattern jacks there are medium jacks, and on the medium jacks there are needles and sinkers. Slot. In cylinder, slot is used to induct needle. Glassy. It is inside cylinder. If it goes downward than its actual position, then oil mark will be found on welt of socks. If surface inside glassy is not smooth, then it will create floating main yarn problem. Needle. The main knitting component of the machine. It picks yarn from fingers and by linking one stitch with another, knits socks. Sinker. Basic function of sinker is to make loops or terry after needle catches thread and moves downward. Sinkers are kept in sinker cap. Sinker cap is covered with plate, which opens when functions of sinkers are required. In case if someone forgot closing of this plate, there may be chance of breakage of the whole sinker set. In machine, number of sinkers is always equal to number of needles. Front panel. The front panel of the machine contains on and off buttons, emergency button, machine program screen, keyboard, functional lights, special keys, and machine handle keys, etc. Machine gate. At the front body side of the machine there is machine gate. When machine gate is opened, then inside graduation motor, vacuum motor, socks passage tube, and oil tank are visible. Bell or ejection box. Socks comes out of the machine through bell after knitting. Pressure gauge. It shows the air pressure being fed to the machine. Handle. Machine handle is used to manually move the cylinder. Motor. It helps for cutter movement. If pattern yarn needs to be cut at a long distance, then graduation is increased or speed of dial is decreased, or sometimes do vice versa depending on program setting. In Conti machines, dial motor is not available. Dial moves with the movement of the cylinder. If thread length needs to be increased, then dial is positioned upward and vice versa. Shaft. Shaft, rod type, is attached to dial and is circulated by a motor. Due to circulation of shaft, dial circulates. Cam. It is used to control needles up and down movement. During stitch formation, 3 types of cams, tucking, clear, and stitch are used. Selection drum. Selection drum lifts pattern jacks who lift medium jacks, and medium jacks lift needles. There are 4 selection drums in FL machines. A selection drum number 1 is used in welt and rib formation. Welt and rib feeding is done through feeder number 1. Selection drum number 2, 3 is used in motif formation. Selection drum number 4 controls all needle positions. Selection drum number 3 is also used in tie-down formation. Pattern jacks and medium. These are used to make designs. 1 to 8 number pattern jacks are available. Size is dependent on position of the butt. Closest butt to bottom is ranked number 1, and so on. On lower side, pattern jacks are inducted, and on upper side, medium jacks are inducted.